I'd like to call to order the Planning and Development Committee meeting for Monday, September 22nd, 2025. Tonight's invocation will be given by Pastor William Martin of Providence Baptist Church, followed immediately by our Pledge of Allegiance. I would just ask that you all stand at this time.
Let us pray. Eternal wise God, our Father in heaven, we come today to tell you thank you. We thank you for this day and this way. And now, God, as we enter into this meeting, we pray, God, that you guard our hearts, our minds, and our spirits. We pray, God, for every elected official and every person present. In Jesus' name, amen.
We'll move right into our public speakers for tonight. Just as a reminder, each speaker will have 3 minutes to make their comments, at which time you'll hear an alarm sound, and we just ask that you bring your comments to a close at that time. Our first speaker tonight is Prophet Yusuf.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In the book of Proverbs, the 28th chapter, the 27th verse, it says, "He who gives to the poor will lack nothing, but he who closes his eyes to them receives many curses." What I want to speak about tonight, wake-up call, hunger surges in the United States after food aid cuts, highlighting the end of a year-long trend of declining hunger in the United States, due largely to federal policies like the expanded child tax credit and universal school meals. A report published November 22nd details how the expiration of these programs has fueled a resurgence in food insecurity. The number of Americans without enough food over a 7-day period was an average of 40% higher in September and October of 2023 than in September and October of 2021. Over that time period, the number of people without enough food increased from 19.7 million to 27.8 million nationwide, attributing the rise in hunger to the expiration of the expanded child tax credit and universal school meals. Many federal benefits increases have either gone away entirely or being ramped down, even as prices for food, rent, health care, and fuel continue to soar. United States child poverty rate more than double in 2022 compared to the previous year because the expiration of the expanded child tax credit under policy part of the American Rescue Plan signed into law by President Joe Biden in March of 2021. Eligible families receive up to $300 per child each month. No one should be shocked that when the government takes away food as well as money to buy food, hunger rises. My solution to solve this problem, all followers of Jesus Christ, our political leaders must act now to raise wages and have affordable homes, universal health insurance, and provide a strong safety net so we can finally end United States hunger and homelessness and poverty and ensure that all Americans have access to a good job, home, health insurance, and food. I also been wanting to tell Miss Sheila this for a long time, and Miss Carrie and Mr. Todd for a long time. And I'm going to get it off my chest tonight. I don't like you, I love you, and you can't do nothing about it. And happy birthday, my good friends, and I wish you many more, and God bless you and your family. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, my dear friends, happy birthday to you. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Denzel Winter.
Good morning. Good afternoon, Alderman. I'm here today to piggyback on what I was talked about last week. Sometimes I walk, me and my little Cadillac over there, go down the street, and I see a lot of homeless on the street. And I don't think that should be, because there's places that that the city has that are empty, and they would work good for these people. And I'm starting to see more people out there panhandling, and it's dangerous. They fly up and down each state like it's a racetrack. Somebody's going to get killed. How many people we got to kill before they stop this stuff? And another thing, a guy got killed, Charlie, Mr. Charlie, and, everybody's supposed to be sad about that. But that man didn't like me. And even though he didn't like me, that was not a way for him to die. I was at the Rock River Valley and pantry, and this little girl was in there. A little black girl was in there, and she was looking at books and stuff. Then in came a little white girl. Guess what? The little black girl ran over there and put her arms around the little white girl, and the little white girl put her arms around her. That goes to show you that prejudice is learned. No child is born with that. The last thing I got to say, we had 30-something kids killed in Texas. Not one time did Trump go down there and talk to the families. But yet he want to make a holiday out of this dude that was prejudiced. But like I said, I don't condone nobody getting shot like that. But also, why do our HBCUs get the blame for it? We didn't do anything. Every time something happens, it's the left that did it before they even get anything found out. And then when we find out, it's their people that done it. It's time for people to start standing up.
Thank you. I'm sorry, my alarm didn't sound, but that is the time. Our next speaker is Wally Haas.
Okay, we've got a little bit of a theme going here tonight. The 9 pantries that make up the Greater Rockford Pantry Coalition appreciate the support we've received from the community. Thank you all. Those 9 pantries share ideas, resources, and a mission that no one should go hungry. Together, they provide food, compassion, and respect for those in need, serving more than 25,000 individuals per month. Last week, we kicked off the fundraising efforts for the Mayor's Hunger Luncheon. The luncheon is scheduled for noon Wednesday, October 29th at Veterans Memorial Hall. The event is the climax of an effort to raise funds for the pantries and raise awareness of the plight of those in our community who don't get enough to eat. The Mayor's Hunger Luncheon has set a goal of raising $60,000, a slight increase from last year. The amount reflects about 1 month's expenses for the pantries. Bergstrom Inc., UW Health, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, and Consumers Credit Union already have stepped up with generous donations, but we still have a long way to go to reach our goal. 80 to 90% of the individuals who go to a pantry are working, but don't have enough money to pay rent, utilities, and other basic needs. According to Kevin Goodrich, president of the Pantry Coalition, after spending half or more of their income on housing, individuals usually skimp on groceries because there's nowhere else to give. There's no give elsewhere in their budgets. Affordable housing will be an issue for another day. How can you help? Attend the event. Tickets are $25. Make a donation. We appreciate whatever you can give. Become a sponsor. Sponsorship levels go from $1,000, $2,000, or $5,000. A couple of years ago, we had an anonymous donor contribute $15,000. For more information or on tickets, donations, and sponsorship support, visit cfnil.org/MHL. The Mayor's Hunger Luncheon Committee partners with the Community Foundation of Northern Illinois to collect and process donations. CFNIL is a registered 501c3. Your donation supporting the Mayor's Hunger Luncheon is fully tax deductible. The Mayor's Hunger Luncheon will not solve the broader issue of food insecurity, but people need to eat while long-term solutions are identified. The 9 members of the Greater Rockford Pantry Coalition are Rock River Valley Pantry, main branch on Rockton Avenue, second location at 1100 Broadway, Christian Union Pantry, Cornucopia, Emmanuel Lutheran, God's Glory, St. Elizabeth, Salvation Army Pantry, Souls Harbor Pantry, and UITC Lighthouse Pantry. I hope Veterans Memorial Hall will be packed October 29th. Thank you for caring about those who are less fortunate. I will be around after tonight's meeting if you have any questions. Thank you.
Look at that timing. Our next speaker is John Tack Brantley.
Good evening, Alderman. I'm glad to see you sitting up front, and our citizens of Rockford, Illinois, and most of all the people that's watching and those that made comment to me today. I'm blown away by Antichrist wannabe dictator Donald Trump. He dismantled our Constitution as we speak. If you take a page out of Hitler, or you take a page and look at Putin, everything that both of them did is what Donald Trump is doing right now. He already went after the 14th Amendment. Right now, he's going after the First Amendment, the freedom of speech. I want to come back around and talk about right here in Rockford. I am blown away that Chicago, L.A., and California, a black person can get $2 million and $3 million and open up a business and nothing is said. He get backing from the community. We got black-owned banks. We got black-owned hospitals. We got black-owned McDonald's, Walmart in these cities. Here in Rockford, we get Apostle Brown and Pastor Sheila Brown and others to join in to buy Rockford Memorial Hospital and turn something into that can help the people in the community. But yet, he received death threats. Yet we got bourgeoisie Decepticons questioning him. And when I say bourgeoisie Decepticons, that's another word for our black shutouts. Instead of them coming there and find out what can we do to come together to help him, they started putting him down. Booker Washington Center shouldn't be called Booker Washington Center. It should have been called Booker Washington Reservation, because a lot of our blacks still feel like they're on a reservation where they have to get our former slave master permission to do anything. Look, in 1972, 9 Supreme Court voted in our favor to have ethnic studies, a black administrator, and teachers. Here we came back, and people who care, they opened a research school, Bible school, Lewis Lennon, and Ellis. Guess what school flourished? I have nothing against the Hispanics. I'm proud of them. I'm just disappointed that this year we don't see their flags everywhere. But Bible school is the only school that's flourishing. They got more than 90% Hispanic teachers and the principal. You have to learn 2 languages at Bible school. Not only that, their kids have a 96 graduation rate. They also have 27 kids that never been absent from school. And then on top of that, they get 10 credits towards their school grade. Why is that? Because the Hispanic community came together and they did something. We got blacks on the waiting list want to get in Bible school, can't get in Bible school. I wonder why not, because the People Who Care lawsuit was supposed to have been about us. Then they said, Brother John, you got to watch yourself. I'm going to bring my kids here today because I don't have that fear that something's going to happen to me. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen anyway. Thank you for allowing me to speak, and I'll be back talking about Rockford Memorial Hospital.
Thank you. That concludes tonight's public speakers. We'll move right into our planning and development agenda. Before we do, clerk, will you please call the roll? Here.
Here.
Thank you. Tonight we will have a presentation from Go Rockford. Our representative John Groh will be speaking about fiscal year 2025's quarter 4 quarterly results report. And before you all begin, I'll just remind you, if you could make sure you're speaking directly into the mic for our viewers at home. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll do our best. Thank you for the opportunity to present to your committee tonight and to members of council. Good evening. Joining me is Gino Eifrate. Gino is the chairman of our board of directors, and you may know him from his day job at Hard Rock Rockford as the local president. So I'll make a few comments about the quarter and where we've been since, and then I think Gino will make a comment or two on behalf of the board of directors, and then be happy to answer any questions. So this quarter that we're reporting on, obviously we're kind of lagged a little bit behind, that typically happens, is April through June, and a lot has happened since then as well. I don't think I need to remind anybody that at the end of June, we were very proud to host for the first time Illinois' first Ironman competition, an Ironman 70.3. I think as a high-level mark, I want to say thank you to the city. The staff at all levels was phenomenally supportive, helpful, partner to our organization and to Ironman as a corporation that came into our community to host an event. I'm pleased to announce, to share that globally, as a corporation, Ironman hosts hundreds of events at all different sizes and types, and their global satisfaction rating with a host venue and a host city is an 86.9%. Satisfaction with Rockford and our venue was a nearly 91%. So significant to be that much above the global average. And then one thing they study is a net promoter score. Essentially, how likely are you to recommend this race to other competitors? And we were significantly higher than the global average. 56 points is the global average. Our race came in at 61, which is a very good above average, above excellent rating for that kind of benchmark. So we're thrilled with that. They'll be back June 14th next year, and I'm pleased to say that we've had a handful of discussions about a long-term extension that we hope to be able to announce to the community in the months to come. I passed out to council members a news release that we'll be sharing with the community tomorrow, so you're hearing this first. Pleased that the state of Illinois just released data that shows for 2024, this is calendar year 24, spending in Rockford and Winnebago County by visitors was up to nearly $525 million. And that 1.5% year-over-year increase actually outpaces the average for large counties in the state of Illinois. So when you look at the larger counties like Peoria, Cook, DuPage, Kane, Kendall, et cetera, they were as a group down 0.6%, and if you take out Cook County, over 1%. So to have the 1.5% growth that we had shows that we're outpacing the state of Illinois and picking up market share. Similarly, when we look at the counties around us, Boone, Stevenson, Ogle, Lee, Whiteside, we also had that 2.5-point spread on our competition. We look at product like Hard Rock coming online, as well as tournament activity, including in this year representative, Hard Rock, even though these are 2024 year data. And we think that we're moving in a good direction, and we believe that tourism spending, the jobs that are associated, the tax revenue that comes back to the city of Rockford should all continue. 2025 has been a strong year. In the report here, there's some data through June, and I'll just amend that to share that through August, hotel revenue was up 6.7%. Overall demand, that's the number of people checking into rooms in Winnebago County and Rockford hotels, was up 10% for the entire year through August. That's the total number of room nights sold. Those numbers kind of replicate themselves when you look at Airbnbs and VRBOs. And when you look at the attendance at attractions in the region, especially our summertime attractions, while numbers aren't fully in, I've had strong reports from places like Anderson Gardens, the water park, our sports facilities, et cetera. So a good year overall. Very pleased, given that one of our primary markets is amateur youth sports and sports tournaments, an industry-leading association, the Sports Events Travel Association, earlier this year, in April, awarded and honored our staff as one of the top sports tourism organizations of the year for populations under 500,000 for regions like ours. So we were very proud to be able to represent on a national stage with excellence our community and to be recognized as kind of best in class for the sports tourism promotion, sales, and booking work that we do, and that we do in collaboration with venues like Sports Corps 2, the Sports Factory, as well as other venues like bowling centers and Rockford BMX, et cetera. So we'll continue to do that work alongside those partners and our hotel and hospitality partners in the region. I know that the report went out last week, so perhaps, Madam Chair, if there are questions, we can answer those. And as I do, after we do that, I can turn it over to Gino.
Are there any questions or comments? Alderwoman Serino.
Thank you for allowing me to speak on your committee. Thank you for the presentation. I did actually read through the entirety of the report, and I'm always impressed with your organization and the work that you do. I did have a question, though, regarding the data that you guys keep regarding the vendors that you use. Mm-hmm. First, do you keep data on the vendors you use, and then do you track how many of those are minority?
We do keep data. We do our best to get information about ownership of our vendors. I would not say that it's 100% that are turning in or self-identifying, unlike the city where you may have vendor requirements and that are reported and regulated, by the state or the federal government. We track that internally. We review it every 12 to 18 months.
Okay. Is it something that you at least consider at your organization?
Oh, absolutely. And in fact, we have board policies that require us to, as we look to vendor selection opportunities for when we are promoting businesses to meeting planners, tournament organizers, are we providing a broad range of ownership, local ownership, external ownership, minority ownership to those that are coming in, so that the spend by tournaments, meeting planners, that they have all those opportunities to also be working with local and minority-owned vendors.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions or comments? I'm sorry, you said you had something you wanted to say?
Yeah, this is the easiest meeting I've had all day, so thank you for... No, just on behalf of the board of Go Rockford, I just wanted to publicly thank John and the entire team, for their hard work and dedication, and what I think you see in this report is some phenomenal results, and we're just getting started. So, John and your team, thank you very much. Keep up the great work, and look forward to the next report. I think it's going to be better.
Thank you. We will do our best. Thank you to Alderman Frost, who sits on our board, on behalf of council, for your comments and dedication to the board as well. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll go ahead and move into our committee reports. We have one item. Item 1 is an approval of a memorandum of understanding between the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity and the city for the state designation of the Heritage District. Do I have a motion to approve? Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. One item under resolutions. Item 1, authorization to adopt the updated Winnebago County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan. Do I have a motion to approve? Any questions or comments? Seeing that there are none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Item passes. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. This meeting is adjourned.
Good evening. Welcome to the Codes and Regulations Committee meeting. We have a medium-sized agenda tonight, so let's take the roll and call the meeting to order. Clerk, could you please call the roll? Here. Thank you. Under committee reports, first we have a number of no action items from the Traffic Commission, and the first 5 are all requests to reduce the speed limit to 25 miles an hour. Item 1 is to do that on Clara Avenue from Christina Street to Lucille Street. They would all be repealing 30-mile-an-hour speed limits. Item 2 is to reduce the speed limit from Martha Avenue to Clara Avenue, or Martha Avenue from Clara Avenue to Sylvia Avenue. Item 3 is to reduce the speed limit from Lucille Street, on Lucille Street from Clara Avenue to Sylvia Avenue. Item 4, to reduce the speed limit on Sylvia Avenue from Lucille Street to Martha Avenue. And item 5, to reduce the speed limit from Mary Court from Martha Avenue to its end. And then item 6 is a request to establish all-way stop control at the intersection of Parmalee Street and 21st Avenue, thus repealing the existing traffic control of 21st Avenue stopping for Parmalee Street. Is there a motion to approve? Are there any questions or comments on these 6 items? Seeing none, all in favor of taking no action on these 6 items, please say aye. 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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 2 is the annexation of 2215 Wentworth Avenue. The owner purchased the subject property from the county trustee and wishes to be annexed into the city of Rockford for connection to city water and sewer service. Is there a motion to approve? Are there any questions or comments on this item? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 3 is related, 2213 and 2215 Wentworth Avenue. Zoning Board of Appeals recommends approval for a zoning map amendment from County R2, two-family residential zoning district, and City R1, single-family residential zoning district, to R2, two-family residential zoning district at 2213 and 2215 Wentworth Avenue. Nick Naruse is the applicant. Is there a motion to approve? Are there any questions or comments on this item? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye. 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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 4 is 3154 McFarland Road. Zoning Board of Appeals recommends approval for a special use permit for an off-premise landmark-style sign and a variation to allow 3 freestanding signs in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 3154 McFarland Road. Woodman's Food Market Incorporated is the applicant. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions or comments on this item? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 5, 3225 Halstead Road. Zoning Board of Appeals recommends approval for a renewal of special use permit 55-23 for a solar farm, freestanding solar panel racks and solar panels in an R1 single-family residential zoning district at 3225 Halstead Road. Rock Valley Solar LLC is the applicant. Is there a motion to approve? So moved. Second. Are there any questions or comments on this item? Alderwoman Turina.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I do have a question for staff concerning this item. I did just do some aerial view of this did staff not deem this area as being capable of being developed at some point?
Light residential development in the comp plan, and it was approved for single family and two family in a tentative plat back in the early 2000s. That was not completed. I think only one street was completed and a few houses, and that was it. But since that time, the property's been sitting vacant, and this application came through 2 years ago for the special use permit, and it was approved by the council. So.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any other questions or comment? On this one, I guess let's do a roll call vote, please. Aye.
No.
Motion carries. Item 6 is 2000 Harrison Avenue. Zoning Board of Appeals recommends approval for a modification of special use permit 2686 for a gas station with a new convenience store in an I-1 light industrial zoning district at 2000 Harrison Avenue. Rami Fakari is the applicant. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
I'll second. Are there any questions or comments on this item? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 8, 5064 South Main Street. Zoning Board of Appeals recommends approval for a zoning map amendment from R1 Single Family Residential Zoning District to C3 General Commercial Zoning District at 5064 South Main Street. Sunil 20 LLC is the applicant. Is there a motion to approve? Are there any questions or comments on this item? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye. 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 Any opposed? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's back that train up just a little bit. Attorney Rubin.
We can take a vote, but I do want to just note that we skipped over item number 7, so we'll have to hop back. It is
I'm sorry.
It is also 2000 Harrison Avenue, but it's
Yes.
on liquor and tobacco.
We did. Thank you. We did skip over that. But let's go ahead and vote on this one. We'll do it as voice vote. All those in favor of item 8 at 5064 South Main Street, say aye. 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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Let's go back to item 7, which is also the same address, 2000 Harrison Avenue. Liquor and Tobacco Advisory Board recommends approval of the sale of tobacco products in conjunction with the gas station and convenience store in an I-1 light industrial zoning district at 2000 Harrison Avenue. Rami Fakari, Salome Fakari, City Stop Incorporated, doing business as City Stop Incorporated, are the applicants. Is there a motion to approve? Second. Are there any questions or comments on item 7? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving to item 9, 4103 West State Street. Zoning Board of Appeals recommends approval for a special use permit for a fast food restaurant with a drive-through in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 4103 West State Street. Permit Solution for McDonald's is the applicant. Is there a motion to approve? Are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. 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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 10, 935 and 937 School Street Liquor and Tobacco Advisory Board recommends approval for the sale of tobacco products in conjunction with a convenience store in a C3 general commercial zoning district at 935 to 937 School Street. Abdo Manea, doing business as Rockford Convenience Store and Westside Food Mart, is the applicant. Is there a motion to approve? I'll second. Are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Are there any opposed? No. Motion carries. Item 11, modification of a liquor license. Liquor and Tobacco Advisory Board recommends approval to allow Sunday sales for the sale of liquor by the drink, Class NGL, and packaged liquor sales, Class PKG, in conjunction with the restaurant, bar, and outdoor seating area in a C4 urban mixed-use zoning district at 519 East State Street. Paul Slutton, Harvey Wallbangers, LLC, doing business as Harvey Wallbangers, is the applicant. Is there a motion to approve? Are there any questions or comments on this item? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And is there a motion to adjourn? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries and the meeting is adjourned.
Personnel Committee meeting held tonight, Monday, September 22nd, 2025. Sir Clerk, could you please take roll? We have Alderman Thunberg here. Here. Thank you. First item tonight is a financial discussion for August 2025. Ms. Haggerty?
So we are seeing trends from previous months continue with some overperformance in sales tax revenue, offset by underperformance in use tax, and PPRT, or replacement tax, continues to fall short about 40% of what was budgeted, or about $5 million in the general fund. Overall, currently our total revenues in the general fund are underperforming by about $2 million, or just over 1%. On the expense side, currently just under 8% under budget year to date, though we anticipate that will catch up as capital purchases and other investments for the year complete. On the CAP fund, CAP sales tax over budget by just under 12% year to date. MFT is also slightly over budget with about $1.3 million in additional revenue in the fund. In the redevelopment fund, we are looking at just under $500,000 in overperformance, or about 9%. year-to-date. We've also added information per the request at the last meeting about performance of the casino taxes and meeting that $7 million annual guarantee. As you can see here, they are slightly underperforming year-to-date or lagging that $7 million target by about $355,000 after 7 payments. And I am happy to answer any questions anyone has.
Any questions? Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Moving on to committee reports. Item A is an approval of vouchers in the amount of $9,790,029.44. Is there a motion to approve vouchers? Any questions or comments on vouchers? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item B is an approval of an IGA between the city and the county for the transfer of ownership and operational responsibility of the public safety communication infrastructure. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions or comments on this IGA? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item C is an approval of an IGA between the city and the Winnebago County Fire Protection District Number 1 for the purpose of alerting, dispatching, and monitoring emergency services unit personnel. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions or comments for staff? Alderman Beach?
Is there cost on this to us?
On the IGA? Ms. Haggerty, is it?
Fire chief.
Go ahead.
There's no cost involved with this. This is actually a service that we're providing. They pay a fee to us for all the dispatches that we'll do for this fire protection district.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item D is also an IGA between the city and the Pecatonica Fire Protection District for the purpose of alerting, dispatching, and monitoring emergency services unit personnel. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Moving on to resolutions, item A is award of a sole source contract to Tyler Technologies Enterprise Business Licenses in the amount of $288,349 to Tyler Technologies. This is a one-time purchase. The funding source is the IT and Integration Fund. Is there a motion to approve? So moved. Any questions or comments for staff? I just had one. Is this the same Tyler Technologies out of Tyler, Texas that I saw? This one was in Maine, but I didn't know if it's the same one that provides a lot of services to like courthouses and clerk's offices, or if it's something different.
Oh, I can take that one, Alderman. Yes, it is. They have multiple locations. I believe their headquarters is in Maine currently, but they are probably the largest provider of municipal ERP systems, and they do offer a product for courts.
We've had no problems with them?
Well, we've used Munis since 2000 or so we're very much so invested in the system. It works brilliantly most of the time. We have had bumps in the road, but we're currently using their business license product, and we don't anticipate any issues with this.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Alderman Beach.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Does this cover maintenance as well?
So this would be the initial purchase. There will be an ongoing annual maintenance fee to keep the software current that we pay. We pay an annual maintenance fee to Tyler Technologies for all of our Munis products.
But that's not part of what we're voting on.
No, it is not, and there is no maintenance fee in year one.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing no further questions, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item B is award of a joint purchasing agreement for network infrastructure equipment to Entree Computers in an estimated amount of $350,000. The contract duration is 1 year with 2 one-year renewal options. The funding source is also the Information Technology Integration Fund. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions for staff? I just had one. The hardware that we're purchasing, do we need to replace the same hardware that the subsequent year, or is it really more of a software issue or a licensing issue? Keep looking at Mr. Hughes, but
thank you, Chairman. This is just this is a continuation of equipment that we've been purchasing through the same contract. We're just trying to change the vendor.
So, but we'll have to recurring, it's a recurring purchase item that will buy year after year?
Generally, the life cycle is about 5 years for the equipment.
Thank you. Any further questions? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item C is award of a joint purchasing contract for Insight Software License Urban SDK to Urban SDK in the amount of $44,500. The contract duration is through December 30, 2026, and the funding source is sales tax. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Any questions or comments for staff? Alderman Durkee.
Is this a billable thing that the parking fund collects revenue on for people in it for charging?
Who would like to answer? Go ahead.
This it does not have to do with the parking fund.
No, it's a charging station, right?
No, we're not there yet.
Oh,
Next one.
sorry. Got ahead. Considering I'm late coming here, that's kind of duality kind of thing.
We'll get to you. All right. Any questions on item C? Seeing the
Alderman Frost.
go ahead.
Sorry, we wanted to clarify that this does include 2 annual one-year renewals.
Okay. So item C has 2 annual one-year renewals. Okay. Any questions based on that information? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item D is award of a joint purchasing contract for Lot 16 EV Dr. Durkee 2025 charging stations to Thayer Energy in the amount of $35,097.86. The contract duration is through December 15, 2025. The funding source is the parking fund operating budget. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Are there any questions on this matter? Alderman Durkee.
Will this be generating revenue? And if it does, where does it go?
Go ahead.
I guess we're hopeful that it would generate revenue or at least break even. Where it goes, I don't know.
Go ahead.
Yes, it would go back into the parking fund if it will generate some revenue. Whatever it does will go back into the parking fund.
If it doesn't generate revenue, or that's not the intent, putting in an EV charging station for what reason?
Sorry, when I questioned it, generating revenue, I was thinking profit. So, apology. So yes, it will generate revenue. So when we built the parking lot across the street, it was always intended to have EV chargers in it. During the week, it will be provided for city employees who may have EV cars for them to charge and pay for the charging there. And then on the weekend, it would be for the downtown, the east side downtown area, for there to be parking for anyone who comes down here to be able to charge also.
Right, so it's metered and it does collect money?
Yes, sir.
And it goes somewhere?
Yes.
Did you consider a diesel pump?
I don't believe that we did.
That's what Dr. Durkee wanted to ask. I was just curious. Any other questions? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item E is award of bid for well number 45 to reservoir replacement and site modifications to Scandrolli Construction, the amount of $17,807,555.67. The contract duration is through November 30, 2028. The funding sources are the IEPA State Revolving Fund and the Water Replacement Improvement Account. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions or comments for staff? All right, seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Opposed? And I'll abstain from that matter. Item F is award of an engineering agreement for well number 45 reservoir replacement and site modifications construction to Strand Associates in the amount of $1,029,000. The contract is through December 2028, and the funding source is also the WRIA. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item G is the award of non-competitive bid for additional clean construction demolition debris and landfill site for material disposal to TR Excavating in an estimated amount of $75,000. The contract duration is 1 year, and the funding source is the water operating budget. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item H is the change order for the fuel system modernization. I believe it's City Yards to the petroleum, to Stenson Petroleum. The original amount was $1.394 million. There's a $139,400 change order, and it adds the previously admitted contingency to the original award. The funding source is the equipment fund operating budget. Is there a motion to approve the change order? Any questions for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item I is award of bid for the Elks Club demolition package to Northern Illinois Service in the amount of $233,108. It includes several properties listed. The contract duration is through the completion of the demo project, and the funding source are ARPA funds. Is there a motion to approve? Alderman Thunberg.
I'd like to make a motion to lay this item over.
Second. All right. Do we need to vote on the layover? Okay. All those in favor of the layover indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, the matter will be laid over. Item J is award of joint purchasing contract for bulletproof vests to Ray O'Haran of Danville. An estimated amount, it's actually changed, we're saving some money here. It's actually $38,925. It's a one-time purchase, and the funding source is the drug forfeiture federal funds. Is there a motion to approve? Any questions or comments for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Item K is award of a non-competitive contract for police surveillance cameras to Procom Systems in the amount of $95,016.20. This is a one-time purchase. The funding source are casino funds. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Any questions on these? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. And lastly, item L is an approval and acceptance of the Illinois Medical Respite Capacity Building Initiative Grant Award from the Illinois Public Health Institute in the amount of $90,000. The grant does not require a cost match. The grant term is from July 1, 2025 to June 30, 2026. The grant will provide funds for the continuation and building capacity of a medical respite program and to pay for supplies for units and staff time. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Any questions for staff? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by aye. Aye. Opposed? Matter passes. Is there a motion to adjourn? I'm sorry, Alderman Thunberg.
Thank you, Chairman. I would just like to ask the clerk to, on item C, that I was in, at the time of that vote, I was in a insightful and rather educating conversation with the city administrator, and I just wanted to make sure my vote was cast as a aye on item C. Thank you.
All right. Back to the motion to adjourn.